In 2025, the world of astronomy fell silent for a moment. Data from several space telescopes revealed something astonishing: a distant star, hundreds of light years away, behaving in a way that defied every known scientific explanation. Its brightness was dropping in massive, irregular dips, unlike anything seen before. It wasn't the steady dimming caused by planets passing in front of a star. It wasn't dust, comets, stellar explosions, or sunspots. It looked like enormous objects, possibly thousands of them, orbiting the star and blocking its light in unpredictable but meaningful patterns. And suddenly, a theory that had existed only in science fiction for decades became frighteningly real: a Dyson sphere. For over 60 years, scientists and futurists have imagined a type of megastructure built by an advanced civilization. Instead of relying on coal, nuclear fuel, or solar panels on a single planet, such a civilization could surround its star with gigantic collectors and harvest nearly all of its energy. A civilization capable of achieving this would not simply be ahead of us technologically, it would be operating on a completely different level, something humanity can barely comprehend today. The Kardashev scale classifies civilizations based on the amount of energy they can use. Humanity is still below Type 1. A Dyson sphere civilization would be Type 2, a species that has learned to control the power of an entire star. And now, scientists are asking a question that was once unthinkable: have we just seen one? The star in question shows massive brightness drops, sometimes 8%, sometimes over 40%, then returning to normal. No natural phenomenon can block 40% of a star's light. A planet is far too small. Even enormous gas giants cannot do that. The only way to produce dips this massive would be with structures of unbelievable size. Something so large that it would dwarf even the largest celestial bodies in our solar system. Something built, not formed. Even more mysteriously, the star appears to be losing not just visible light, but energy across multiple wavelengths. That means the light isn't simply being blocked or reflected, it is being absorbed. If a civilization were feeding massive energy collectors around a star, this is exactly what we would expect to see from Earth. And this realization has shaken the scientific world. Freeman Dyson, the physicist who first proposed the concept, once said that if advanced civilizations exist in the universe, they won't waste time sending radio signals into space. They will use their star as a power source, and the only way a younger civilization could detect them is by noticing that someone has rearranged the sky. If the structures around this star are artificial, then we are not just looking at alien technology. We are witnessing the engineering signature of a civilization far older and far more advanced than ours. In a way, this discovery changes the entire conversation about extraterrestrial life. For decades, the question humanity asked was simple: are we alone? But if this star truly hosts a Dyson megastructure, the question becomes far more profound: how many civilizations reached this level before us? If one Dyson sphere exists, it is unlikely to be the only one. There may be dozens, hundreds, or thousands scattered across the Milky Way. It would mean the universe is alive with civilizations that have evolved far beyond planetary survival. Civilizations that no longer depend on fragile worlds, oxygen, or luck. Species that have taken control of their destiny and eliminated energy scarcity forever. Now the real mystery appears: if such beings exist, have they noticed us? We often imagine ourselves searching the cosmos like explorers scanning an unknown ocean. But in reality, humanity is more like a child lighting its first campfire in the dark. If a Type 2 civilization exists, they could see Earth's electromagnetic emissions from across the stars. They might have known about us long before we dreamed of spaceflight. Yet they remain silent. Are we not interesting yet? Not ready? Or are they simply letting young civilizations find their own answers? Some scientists believe that a Dyson sphere itself could be a form of communication. A cosmic lighthouse. Not a message in sound or symbols, but in engineering. A declaration visible across hundreds of light years: we exist. We grew up. You can too. It is not impossible that this structure is not for us specifically, but for anyone in the galaxy who eventually becomes capable of noticing. And that may be the most humbling idea of all. Humanity always imagined that if we encountered other civilizations, we would talk as equals. But what if we are thousands or millions of years behind? What if the real question is not whether life exists out there, but whether we will survive long enough to join the civilizations that already mastered the stars? If scientists confirm that this star hosts artificial megastructures, every part of human civilization will feel the impact. Religion, philosophy, education, politics, our understanding of the universe, our understanding of ourselves, everything would change. The knowledge that someone else has already achieved what we only imagine would force humanity to look in the mirror. Are we wasting our potential? Are we dividing ourselves when we should be expanding into the cosmos? Are we thinking small while the universe demands that we think big? Every civilization begins the same way: tools, fire, fuel, electricity, atomic power. But some continue upward. They learn, they build, they outgrow their home planet. They become not planetary, but stellar. If this star truly hosts a Dyson structure, we are not seeing something extraordinary. We are seeing what may be the natural evolution of intelligent life. The future toward which every long-lived civilization moves. A future humanity may reach, if we don't destroy ourselves first. And perhaps the most breathtaking thought is this: the builders of that structure, whoever they are, may once have looked up at their sky and asked the same lonely question we ask today. And now, hundreds of light years away, on a small world circling a normal star, one species has finally begun to notice the answer. Maybe we were never alone. The universe may have been waiting for us to grow up enough to understand what we were seeing. And now we have seen it.